To start with, economic jobs, if we decrease taxes in the state of Kansas, if you look back in history during Ronald Reagan's years, the federal government cut taxes. When they cut taxes, it boosted the economy and created jobs for America. The same thing can happen here in Kansas. A lot of businesses have went out of business because of the high taxes that's been put on them. They've not been able to make the money to keep up with what they're supposed to be. I've got a lot of good friends that were small business owners that's had to close their doors, their electrical shops, doing handyman work. A lot of stuff that would be good paying jobs of $10, $12, $14 an hour to people have had to close because taxes are so high that they're not making any money for their company. They're not able to grow. In order to grow a company, you have to have money to grow a company. The only way you're going to have money is to have income coming in. And that is based on taxes. If we decrease the taxes, lower the amount of taxes so the businessman has more money, then he's able to grow his company, which will then increase the economy within the state of Kansas. To start with, a lot of people don't realize this. 65% of the state budget is given to education. Of that 65%, the sad part about it is only about 45 to 50% of it makes it to the classroom and the teachers. The rest of it is held up in the administrative costs by the superintendents and stuff of the school districts. I know it has been proposed here a couple of years ago and even again last year by the state Speaker of the House of Representatives for Kansas to make a law saying that they had to put 65% of that budget into the classrooms for the students and for the teachers, and only 45% towards admin. That got shot down because there was a lot of push by the Kansas School Board not to get that passed. We'll just have to wait and see. My belief is more money should pour into the classrooms, more money into the teachers. You are our lifeline to success. You are going to be the ones that takes the United States of America and makes it better than what we've made it for you. So my belief is we need to fund more schooling, technical schools, colleges, to give you guys the chance to take our country forward. What motivated me to run? There's several things. My opponent, to start with, voted to keep business out of Kansas. 1,600 jobs were lost when he made that vote not to let that business come into Kansas. These were jobs of $15 to $25 an hour. Then he turned around and voted for a 1% sales tax increase. That's that 1 cent sales tax increase, which actually is 18% when it's figured out mathematically. If I'd have done that to your parents' property tax, would have had an uproar and would have had everybody screaming in the streets and rioting over that. As it was, that 1 cent didn't bother some people, it bothered others. Then he turned around and voted for a 10% budget increase. What a lot of people don't know, tied into that budget was a 15% pay raise to the Kansas state employees, government office employees. What I'm talking about, the people that work in Topeka and down here at the state building here in Wichita, all got pay raises. Your university professors and them didn't get any. I don't think that was fair. They shouldn't have got a pay raise and raise our taxes at the same time. That's what motivated me to run. What I want to achieve is, number one of all, lower taxes. Second thing I want to achieve is get our things going for people, such as the education. I want to see more funding going into technical schools. I want to see more funding going in. A lot of you don't realize this. We don't have money going into KU Medical School, and that's the school that provides a lot of our rural doctors and primary care physicians to the state. That ain't even funded by the state of Kansas right now. I want to see it done. I want to see our educational system increase. I want to see more money getting into the classrooms to you students, to the teachers. They're the ones that need the help, but they need to teach you so that when you get out here at 18, 19, 20 years old, you can get decent paying jobs. I think it's a shame that we're sitting here and not working for our students and our young people. Like I said earlier, you're going to take us into the future. We have to train you to be ready for that future on computers or whatever it is. The other thing is I want to see Kansas turn around when it comes to bringing more businesses into Kansas. The sad part about it is what we're seeing right now is a lot of businesses, rather than coming to Kansas, are going to Missouri, Oklahoma, Nebraska, because their taxes are lower than ours. I don't know if you've read about it in the paper or not. Louisiana just offered $1 million to move out of Wichita, Kansas, down there to Louisiana. We can't afford them kind of losses. I don't know if any of your folks work in the aircraft industry, but they've been hit hard lately. Layoffs, Cessna, another 700 jobs going to be lost. We need to get businesses in here with them kind of wages to help our people and get them back on their feet and get our state turned around. That's what I want to accomplish while I'm there.